Heinicke will be traded, and unfortunately for Taylor Heinicke and some Atlanta Falcons fans, it will be sooner than we all think. Now, if you don't know about Taylor Heinicke is the backup quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons. He saw some minutes last year splitting with Desmond Ridder in that quarterback room that people say was abysmal. Now, Taylor Heinicke, I do like him as a player. I think he's a good player, and for what he's asked to do, he excels in that aspect. But when it comes to the Atlanta Falcons and what they're going to do going forward, I think Taylor Heinicke is shortly going to be out the door. Now, there's a couple reasons why, and in the video I'm going to highlight that, but number one reason is the individual called Kirk Cousins. When you bring Kirk Cousins, when you pay him $180+ million to come and be the starting quarterback, you have some positions who fall down. You have positions and people who kind of fall down a level a bit, and I think that's the number one. You're getting elevated play from Kirk Cousins. Number two, and a huge one, is Michael Penix Jr., the 8th overall pick in this year's draft. Now, a lot of people going into the season thought Michael Penix would have a true redshirt year where he essentially did not touch the field. He was the guy that was learning in the back end, and he was just a guy who was just picking up the offense, and they would use Taylor Heinicke as that second-string quarterback and then sign someone else, but you would have Penix basically on the back burners. I don't think that's the case anymore. Michael Penix has come out in camp, thrown some phenomenal footballs. His placement looks really good, and there's been a lot of eyebrows being raised. And because of that, Michael Penix is solely in the position to be the backup quarterback behind Kirk Cousins. Now, I fully think Kirk Cousins is going to be 100% starter, but I think Michael Penix right now and where he is right now will be the second-string quarterback. Now, that leaves Taylor Heinicke and who else? Now, more recently, the Atlanta Falcons have claimed Nathan Rourke off of waivers, or did they sign him? Whatever. They picked him up on the team. Now, Nathan Rourke was an individual that they've been previously interested in. They actually tried to claim him off waivers earlier in the free agency period, but unfortunately, the New York Giants had the priority over the Falcons, but the Giants ended up waiving him, and then the Atlanta Falcons picked him up off the waiver wire or whatever they picked him up. But the key here is the Atlanta Falcons went back and double-dipped, and they made it a priority to get Nathan Rourke in camp. Now, when it comes to a third-string quarterback, I think the most important idea is that this guy is serviceable and he is cheap. And I think that's one thing Taylor Heinicke has going against him. He has a big cap hit, and if he is released, waive, cut, traded by the Atlanta Falcons will virtually save a couple million, I think. I don't remember the exact number, but a couple million on their books. And for a third-string quarterback, I think Taylor Heinicke makes, I want to say $6 million. I might be too much. Don't hold me to it. But Taylor Heinicke makes a lot as a third-string quarterback. Now, there's a lot to see. There's a lot in preseason that we also could see. And Taylor Heinicke could be the Washington Taylor Heinicke, the guy that comes out and lights it up. But I will say this. If we see Michael Penix be the star that the Atlanta Falcons thought and will want him to be, and then we see Nathan Rourke come out there and throw and be an average third-string quarterback, Taylor Heinicke will definitely be traded. Now, some potential trade options for Taylor Heinicke. I think if the Atlanta Falcons are able to get a 5th or 6th rounder, a late rounder for Taylor Heinicke, I think that would be a great move for both parties. Like I said, the Atlanta Falcons are going to prioritize playing Michael Penix Jr., and because of that, I think it'd be a good opportunity for Taylor Heinicke to go to a position and go to a place where he could be the true second-string quarterback or the starting quarterback, depending on the certain situations. Now, certain spots that I think will fit well, when it comes to backup quarterbacks, they always want to play with former coaches. And some places that have had former coaches of Taylor Heinicke, you got to go Washington, you got to go the Las Vegas Raiders, and then the LH Rams. Imagine this, if Stetson Bennett doesn't get his act together, or if they don't like him going to camp, I would foresee them signing Taylor Heinicke to back up Matthew Stafford. All this to say, I am a believer that the time of Taylor Heinicke in the Atlanta Falcons uniform is slowly coming to an end. And I think, and I'm hearing, he kind of sees the writing on the wall as well. I also am hearing that he's not having the best of camp. And I think preseason time will show who they're going to go with. And if Nathan Rourke plays decent, and there's not really a distinguishable gap between Taylor Heinicke and Nathan Rourke, and if Michael Penix comes out and looks like a NFL starter, then Taylor Heinicke's gone. But that's all right. I think he's still a phenomenal player, but I think this move will be better impacting for both Taylor Heinicke and the Atlanta Falcons. Now, if you agree or disagree with me, please do me a favor. Leave a comment down below. Let me know. And also, if you enjoy videos like this, check this one out right here. And like always, peace.